Good morning, and this is going to be quite a short video, hopefully, of my small but ever-growing collection. As you've seen, I've done an introductory video, and I've got my video on the P14, which I've already done. But I thought, rather than just keep pulling rifles out of my gun cabinet, best maybe give a quick overview to what I actually have. So the first one we're going to start with a very brief look at is my Swiss K31. This is my newest edition. I got this about 8 weeks ago, if that. We've got a website in the UK called Gun Trader. I'm sure there's similar websites in the UK, in the US and elsewhere, that allows you to effectively trade like you do on eBay, but with firearms. Obviously it's all regulated and you've got to have the correct firearms or shotgun certificate. Yeah, this is my K31, 1945 dated, I believe. I actually haven't verified that myself. This is what I was told from the seller. Absolutely fantastic condition. I've not seen one this good, and it shoots just as well as it looks. Brilliant trigger on it as well. I think it's one of my most accurate military rifles I have. Obviously it never got properly tested in combat, so no one can really evaluate how it would have coped. But all in all, my experience is great rifle. Okay, we'll just move on. Okay, this one's going to be really brief because you've seen it. This is my P14. Just trying to get it in. This room's pretty small. It doubles as a freezer room as well for my mother, so I struggle to get all the space I actually need. I'm not going into any detail really with this P14 because you've actually seen it already. Maybe not in so much detail as this, but you've had a lot on it. Just show you the breech area. These weapons are clear, I've just checked them. I just didn't want the bolts rattling around when I picked them up, because it might make a bit too much noise. This is the Eddystone P14. Okay, on to my M44, 1947 manufacturer. Never been fired when we had it, or never knowingly fired. It was all greased up with the original Russian military grease. And these, there's loads of them. We picked loads of these up in the UK. I think this was about £90 about 4 or 5 years ago, maybe longer than that actually. I think they've gone up to about £120, £130 now. Still, it's not a big decision to have a bit of fun, and you can still buy all the surplus ammunition. I've been using Hungarian stuff recently, actually, heavy ball, which has actually shoots better than the factory reloaded stuff. The modern ones you can buy. Okay. This is a 1944 Fazakerley. That's Liverpool, which is in the northwest of England, for those of you who aren't familiar with our geography. This isn't the original stock on it. I restocked it. I restored this gun myself. The original stock I can't actually get to now. I'll get it out and show you. I'll do it when I do the video on my number 4. Is knackered. It's obviously seen quite a lot of service, but interestingly, I mean, I've shot it quite a lot now, but the actual rifling, I mean, it was interior-wise, it was brand new. The gun itself. It must have just been carried around, dinged, so I've just put a newer stock on it, and it's looking great. Looks really good. 1944 manufacture, obviously, and I've just got in Skellington's book, which I'm reading like a madman at the moment, and it's amazing the detail that goes into these number 4s and all the trial models. So obviously there'll be a more detailed video to follow on that. And my final military rifle is it's probably my pride and joy, my SMLE. This is a BSA 1917 number 1 Mark III star. Although it's got some interesting features on it. It's still got the button type cocking piece, as you can see there, and it's actually got windage adjustment on the rear sight. So whether the rear sight was added at a later date, don't know, but the bolt, everything matches on it. Every serial number matches on this rifle. So it could have just been a case of BSA had a load of parts left over from the number 1 Mark III and sort of put them together to form a rifle. Again, it's just an unbelievable condition. There's hardly any marks on it. I don't know if you can really see very well in this light. Just how clean and nice the woodwork is on it. It's a really nice rifle. And obviously I've got the 1907 bayonet for it. That's actually a nice 1917 manufacture before they actually... excuse me. A very interesting point here is that the blade's dulled. I think, this is what I've been told, the early ones were shiny, as you'd expect a knife blade. They caught reflections in the sunlight in the trenches, and obviously made the enemy aware where people were. So they dulled the blades down, hence why this has got a non-reflective surface. But again, we'll do all this in more detail. I just thought it would be wise to show you what I actually have. I've got 2 gun cabinets here. The one that's open is obviously where I keep my military rifles, and the other's where I keep my sporting guns for rabbit shooting and pheasant shooting and just general vermin control. There's nothing particularly interesting there, just a couple of 2.2s and a couple of shotguns, just all pretty standard modern stuff. I don't know if you've seen there, anybody that will be panicking that I have a pistol. It's actually a very crude air gun I was given. Somebody's uncle died and they didn't know what to do with it, so they dropped it off here. I don't know what to do with it because it's next to useless. It basically just works on a spring, so it's not a firearm. Perfectly legal for the UK. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed that very brief, quick show of what I own. There's a couple of air guns in the background there, again, nothing special. And I'll get a new video posted soon for you. See you soon. Bye bye.